Oh my god, another. Well, we're going to take the flash heal. Kind of hard not to. We'll throw 7 at their face. And then we can deal another 7 to their face. Alright, got him. Okay, so yeah, this deck is very powerful. What up, y'all? So, back at it again with another standard deck. This one is Heal Priest. Now, I wasn't sure how good Heal Priest was for a while, so I put off playing it. But I recently played in a tournament, and I don't think this is the version that has been online for the most part, but I really like this version, and after seeing it in action, finally have a decent reason to play it. Everything I've seen as far as stats go, win rates, things like that, didn't really look super favorable. But after seeing this version in action, I think it's worth a try, so I'm going to give this a little run. Just a quick little run through. So Ruby Sanctum, pretty decent. That, along with Mend, will pretty much get rid of any minion that doesn't have elusive. Flash Heal, a great way to finish the game off. And then Cleansing Cleric. I knew this card was powerful, and this is one of the reasons I kept considering maybe playing the deck and then deciding against it, was this card seems to give a big boost to the deck. And then the other thing is Medivh's Triumph. Really solid card, but what I did not know is that if you're playing a quest, which is a legendary card, that counts for Medivh's Triumph. So if you're playing the quest, Medivh's Triumph costs 1, and that's just insane. That alone is enough to play the quest, in my opinion, even if you're not going to activate the quest. And this is also a quest that takes a while. You can do half of it and then still have to, play the other 4 spells for the Holy or the Shadow side. And so it's going to be around for a while normally. So I really like what this deck, looks like on paper. Saw it in action a little bit. Seems like there's a lot of play to it. The other aspect I really like is that there are 2 ways to imbue your hero power between the Priestess and the Messenger. Messenger is fine. It's a decent minion, but Priestess, very powerful card, giving -2 attack to all your enemy minions. But then imbuing the hero power, I wasn't sure how good that was, and it didn't seem like there was too many ways to do it in Priest that were really worth playing. But I think there's a solid deck here, and maybe it needs some more tweaks to really be amazing, but we're going to try some games out, so let's go. Alright, game 1, obviously, we're going to play against another priest, because the universe hates us. I'm not sure how many priest decks are really roaming around there on the ladder right now. Heal Priest may be picking up some popularity, but hard to say exactly what we're playing against. Could be Egg Priest, but I think that's also really uncommon. I think because we're playing against a priest, I'm going to keep the Messenger. I think that's pretty solid. I don't think we're going to need either of these, at least for a while. Okay, Ruby Sanctum is cool, but not sure how great it is early on. Ruby Sanctum actually really good against, or with Purifying Breath, because that gives your opponent 5 life if it kills a minion. So with Ruby Sanctum, it takes away 5 life and kills a minion. Pretty fantastic. Yeah, dope to see the Cleansing Cleric. Really like that. Oh no. Okay, so we definitely are playing a mirror match, it looks like. So we'll see what we can do. I'm glad I have this, because at least I can start using the hero power to create some minions or spells, get a little bit more card advantage. Oh my goodness, they're really going to use Mend right away. Okay, that seems a little hasty in my opinion, but hey, to each their own. I'm curious how aggressively I should go for the quest here. I think I'm going to run the Cleansing Cleric out here, because it's also a decent-sized body.
Elune, bring guidance.
Fair enough. Oh wow, Priestess followed by Priestess. Let's go. Um...
Elune, bring guidance.
And normally I would wait a little bit on Priestess just to get some better use out of it, but we'll see. And I don't think any of these decks run Demolition Renovator that destroys a location, but I'm going to play it a little safe with the Sanctum, because it does only cost 1 mana, so unless I need room in my hand or I'm actually going to use it, I'm probably going to hold on to it for a little bit. Devouring Plague, okay. That is a card. Alright, so we've got one piece of the 3 10-mana cards in the deck. All 3 of them together is incredible, because you can play all 3 in the same turn. Because one makes the other one cost 0, and then that makes the next one cost 0. It's just, yeah, really busted. Let's see, I guess we'll do this. It's going to be temporary, so I guess that's okay. It's going to cost 2 less. This will cost 1, but I don't think that's very necessary.
My readings are off the charts.
And that's a Death Rattle. I get a 1-cost Holy Spell. So yeah. I have a feeling this is going to be a long game, so buckle up, guys. Whoever gets to their Flash Heals and Cleansing Clerics first, I think, is going to be the winner here. Because we're going to have to do some serious damage. Yeah, you know what? I'm ahead on cards right now. So let's just do this, and then I think I'll follow up with Nightmare Lord here. Another Cleansing Cleric is great. That puts me a little bit closer to being able to OTK them with like Flash Heals and stuff. It is also a decent body. Yeah, I think that's the play here. I am wondering in the mirror match how useful it would be to not imbue your hero power, and then I guess Ruby Sanctum only has so many uses, but I wonder how much value you could get out of your hero power. 6 at 4 is only 24, because it says 3 uses, there's 2 of them. This would be 4, or even 6 with Cleansing Cleric, or double Cleansing Cleric. Okay, so they're flash healing themselves. I guess they're just trying to aim for the quest real fast, which makes sense. Let's do this first just to see if there's something better. Not exactly. Don't think I care about either of these. Yeah, Cleansing Cleric is just better. So now this deals 9 damage, which is fantastic, and I've already got a Ruby Sanctum. We got 1 Holy, no Shadow so far, so yeah, I think we're chilling. I think I'm going to try and be very conservative in how I play my cards here, because card advantage is going to be a big factor in this, as well as making sure you don't want to lose any ground if you start trying to be aggressive. So I think I'm going to try and use the minions to get a little bit of a head start, and then try to finish the deal with Flash Heals and Purifying Breaths and things like that. It might also come down to whoever gets to the 10-cost stuff first as well. Kind of hard to say.
Elune, bring guidance.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. This is like the most miserable game one. I wanted to see how this did against the metagame, not other fringe deck like itself. Alright, pretty good. So they got their Purifying Breath off for 7 damage to me. That is relevant. Alright, Medivh, very good card. And it makes Karazhan, wow. Karazhan costs 0. So I can do Medivh, clear the board, and then play this for 2 8-cost minions. Let's see what we can get here. Set the attack and health of every minion in your hand to the higher of the 2 stats. That's pretty relevant. Another flash heal, though. I will take that. And now I think we have a justifiable reason to do this. Cool. So now, yeah, if I can get more flash heals and things off of the hero power, that would be phenomenal, but I think the odds are pretty low, because it gives you pretty much any priest card. So there's a big pool of stuff to pull from there. Okay, that's pretty good. So yeah, they gained they gained a lot of life off of that, because for every 1 damage they lifesteal 1, and since it's individual damage, the life is tripled essentially because of the cleansing cleric. So that's nuts. That might give them a little hedge in this matchup, considering I don't play Devouring Plague. Start of your turn, double this minion's attack plus Wind Fury. Not bad. This will be 2 less and another 2 less, so that'll be a 6 mana 10/12. Or we can get a 7 mana 8/8, or no, 11/8 that fills my board up with 1/1s. I kind of like the Divine Shield aspect of this, and obviously Wind Fury could be powerful. It just depends on how long it's able to stay alive.
I wonder.
I think we're going to go on Nixia here. What? It costs 2 less, but is temporary. Oh, doy. That was from the... Never mind. Just kidding. So yeah, that wasn't hero power. That was my bad, guys. That was Wings of Eternity off of the hero power. Okay. Ooh, and that doubles. Ooh, okay. So. I could do this, and then this will cost 0, and then I can make 2 8-cost minions.
I wonder.
I could also just throw Shadowwood Ruin out, but this does put one of these on the bottom of their deck. 16 cards away isn't too bad, though. I am a little nervous about using these super early, because both of these decks have a lot of removal, so... Yeah, I think this is... Yeah, I hate using the Medivh here, but I think it gives me significant board position here. Ooh, with a charge guy, let's go. Of course they have Medivh. Alright, that's fair. So, Mend can be used to take out any minion, basically, and draw a card, but I don't know that I want to throw it away on this. Shadowword Ruin is probably fine.
Let the scales fall from
Okay, so we both have double Cleansing Cleric.
What is Elun's will?
Yeah, this feels kind of bad, but I don't think I can afford to allow them to get much board position here. We are still a couple away on the quest. They are pretty close, much closer than us on the quest at least.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Okay. Medivh's Triumph is not bad. Let's draw a card. Sure. And then, sadly, I think we're going to mend this guy. Mostly because it draws us a card and gives us a better board position. Into another mend. Cool. Alright, so we have one of our quest guys.
What talent? Have you considered going solo?
Wow.
Elun, bring guidance.
Alright, well they've hit a lot more of the card advantage so far, so that is unfortunate for us. And now they've got one side of the quest done. So they've got the taunt guy just like us. So if I can play 3 shadow spells, then I can catch up. But that is going to be tough.
The spotlight shines on us all.
Oh no. 18 damage off a flash heal. There we go. So yeah, that's that's the way it goes. Yeah, I think between the card advantage and getting the leg up on the weapon and everything, that worked out very well for them. But let's see what else we can do in the other games. All right, here we go. Oh my god.
Versus Tyrande!
Okay, maybe it's safe to say this deck is gaining some popularity now.
My shield.
Yet another priest. Fun times. I like Power Word Shield. It's normally a keep in most priest decks. I don't think we have a ton of minions, though. We have the 4 Imbue minions. Yeah, I don't know that I can justify that. The 4 Imbue minions and the Nightmare Lord is not quite enough to be able to justify this as a keep. Alright, fair enough. I swear, if I just play Heal Priest mirrors this entire time... Alright, let's see what happens.
Blessings to you. And to you.
Do I care enough to... Yeah, I think this is good. I think imbuing the hero power is pretty powerful.
Elun, bring guidance.
Wow. Okay, let's do it. Alright, we got 2 flash heals. That's great for later. Let's see, and this is going to cost 1 less. Holding a spell that costs 5 or more deal 3 damage. This costs 1 right now, sadly. Yeah, this is fairly useless, I think. So we'll take this guy, and I guess it'll just be a body. 2 mana 3/3 is efficient, but it's not gonna break the bank or anything. looks great. I do wonder how much better this deck would be with more imbue elements. It's obviously not the focal point of the deck, it's just kind of a side source of card advantage. But who knows, maybe Imbue Priest is going to be better than expected in this metagame. I don't think it was super amazing last metagame. It was definitely a contender, but it didn't really do much. 3/4 lifesteal, not sure how much I care. Another flash heal, okay. I feel a little obligated to use the Sanctum here. 5 damage is not amazing, but it's definitely something. Yeah, and there's going to be very little use of Medivh's Triumph, so I'm just going to throw this and just throw 5 at their face. It's interesting, this is like really just a priest combo deck with some control elements. I'm getting the feeling, the more that I play this metagame, that the Cataclysm standard metagame is going to be very dominated by combo control decks. There are some aggro decks that do real well. I mean, normally when combo control is the thing, aggro decks are another facet of the metagame because there's something that kind of slips under some of the control elements. Obviously, things like Medivh's Triumph is incredible against an aggro deck, but that's only 2 of in a 30-card deck. And there are Holy Nova and things like that, but sometimes the aggro decks can just slip in a win there real fast with a really aggressive draw. But interesting to see how this metagame's evolving nonetheless. Okay, so this is a great draw. We are a couple turns away though, so let's just see if we can keep accumulating value. That's a great draw. Into another one. Let's go. 8 cards in hand. This will take us to 9 cards. And the Cleansing Cleric is also fantastic. Purifying Breath, also great. So how do we want to play this? I think I'm just going to use the Holy Nova. I was originally going to use this, but then since this triggered and we have 10 cards, I don't want to burn a card next turn, so this will be fine. Let's see, next turn I can go Cleansing Cleric, and this will deal 7 to their face off of Ruby Sanctum. So as long as they don't heal too much, that should be okay. And if they are going to use their healing effects on themselves instead of turning them into damage spells against me, I guess that's still a positive.
Let the scales fall from the eye.
So I think this is the way to go. We'll get rid of their 4/5. Let's see, just in case, let's see what we get off of this. Another Cleansing Cleric? Bruh, that's actually way better. That's phenomenal. Alright, that's great. That's even better than Purifying Breath this turn. Yeah, totally fine if you go for my minions. Ah, pretty good. Okay. So yeah, now I can deal 9 to their face. Seems great. That's 2 mana, leaving me with 7 left. So let's do this.
Bring guidance.
And I guess I imbue twice. Twilight Mender, not bad.
The glade is suffering.
And then we can go like this, and 9 to the dome. So now the flash heals deal 9 apiece. Sadly, we gotta, wait this out over a couple of turns, but this will double it to 18. So if I can just get a couple more damage in, we could be all right.
Let the scales fall from the eye.
Okay. Interesting timing. I think this is fantastic. I think that sets me up to go for the win. Only concern I have is if they... So if they do the same thing, they wouldn't be able to kill me that turn. They did play Ysera, though. So next turn I'll have 11 mana, and I can do this and Flash Heal on the same turn. So, with that in mind, maybe let's see if we can stick a minion.
Death is but an unwelcome spectre.
Another Cleansing Cleric. Ooh, baby. Alright, we got options. That actually helps us a lot. So if I go Cleansing Cleric before this, then this could just one-shot them, because it'll be 11 doubled is 22. Oof. Alright, they're much deeper into their deck than we are, so... Sure. But yeah, if this minion sticks, then I think we got this. Wouldn't be surprised to see them heal themselves, though. Ah, fine. Alright, what else do we got left in the deck that Nightmare Lord could get? We've played Imbue minions. Medivh I don't think is super helpful now. We've got both our Cleansing Clerics, so yeah, there's not a lot that really matters here. I don't think Medivh is going to be anything crazy. Makes this cost 0, but I mean, meh. We still have to pay 10 to make that cost 0.
What is a loon's will?
I'm tempted to heal just to try to be safe. Holy Smite's not bad. Okay.
Let the scales fall from the eye.
I guess we'll just throw that out there. Oh, it's minion. Just kidding. I thought it was face. Okay. Let's mend. And I think, yeah, we'll do this. Okay, or not. By the hair of a second. Alright, not good if they got a lot more mana, but let's see. Oof. Okie dokie. I've got 9 cards, so this will take me to 10. Oh, Shadowwood Ruin, not quite helpful. Steals 3. Yeah, this is a really weird matchup. Yeah, we're going to do that just for some life, so I've got a little bit more insulation. Because at this point they can go weapon and flash heal and deal a good... You know, and since they've got both Ruby Sanctum, they can deal a lot of damage to my face. So that's more than, 29, but at least it protects me from one of them. I mean, they're... Oh my god, 6 cards left in their deck. I've got 7. Oh! Okay. Another Ruby Sanctum would be great here. Well, there's Medivh. Okay. I guess,
Karazhan's doors
that
are open
works.
to all who seek it.
Now, might as well throw this out since it costs 0. And I think we're just going to have to throw a flash heal at their face and see if we can draw. Yeah, I think we just got to see if we can draw another Ruby Sanctum now. Yeah, we're both cutting it real close. Like, they could take me out at any point here if they've got the right tools, but maybe they're just getting unlucky. Maybe there's 2 flash heals in here. Alright, pretty good. Jeez. Alright, well there's one of the flash heals, so that makes me feel a little better. Oh, and they... of course we draw the Ruby Sanctum. So if they didn't heal, we could have gotten them there. But that's fine. So... I'm not going to show them that, because I don't want them to know I have it. I'm going to do this so I can mend and draw a card. Sure. Okay. So now I draw 2 cards.
Almost out of
Good stuff. Okay. Of course I get this when I have no space on board. And let's get some holy spells. That's actually not bad. Flight Maneuvers is a very reasonable card. Alright, no 6/6 for me here, but that's fine. Got a decent sized board. So if I can get them to 22, we've got Flash Heal and the Ruby Sanctum. Flight Maneuvers could also help out a lot. Yo, okay. Yeah, this is just a ridiculous matchup.
I am out of cards.
And we're out of cards. Ooh, that's 22. Okay, so I guess we got to do this. And we will use it on that. And I think we do this. Now, let's see what we get off of this also before we pump. They've got 3 cards left in their deck. I wonder if there's anything that matters with Intertwined Fate. Because I'm not getting anything from mine. I think minions on the board is better. Alright, let's see if we can get there. They've got 1 flash heal, and I believe they've used 1 Purifying Breath, I think. So, oh, it looks like they got it. Purifying Breath. Indeed, indeed.
Well played.
Alright, hard to argue with that. So, the whole point of this was to see how this deck does in the metagame, and so far I've only played against the same deck, so let's hope we can get another deck this next round. Let's see. Alright, here we go. No priest, no priest, no priest, no priest, no priest, no priest. Oh, good, okay.
Elune, give me strength.
I don't think I want double flash heal here, and like last game, I don't think I can justify Power Word Shield. I like Power Word Shield, but I mean, and you can use it on your opponent's minions as well, but obviously that's kind of helping them. Okay, so they're either Arena Warrior, Egg Warrior, something like that that warrants the quest. I think this quest is a lot more conducive with sitting around and trading resources, so we'll see if that becomes a problem. Okay.
Let the pain speak to me.
And interesting to note, too, in those last 2 games, had my opponent not been able to heal for a bajillion both games, we could have taken him out very easily. So I think that speaks to the power of this deck. There's so much reach. I mean, to deal 22 for 1 mana is just actually insane. I'm not sure how much I care about them drawing cards off of Acolyte. I mean, they play stuff like Searing Fissure, the weapon that deals 1 damage to all minions. There are quite a few ways they can do that. Eternal Toil, etc. Slam. Yeah, there's a lot. I think we're going to do this. It's not amazing, but it limits them to 1 card draw off of it, and it does deal some damage to their face. It's not usually ideal to use your Purifying Breaths and your Flash Heals this early, but I think it's a justifiable decision. And they're back up. Okay. Let's see if we can get something that costs 2 or less off of this. Wow. That's fantastic. Alright. Triple bird coming in. Or is it an... Yeah, I guess owls are birds, but... Yeah, that's an owl. Alright, triple owl coming at your face. Or was. Excellent. Just getting lots of value off of this. I love that. Wow. Okay. Super value. Slow motion is an interesting card choice. Okay. Well, let's imbue again. I don't think that's going to stop me from doing that. And then... Sure. Yeah, we're just getting all gas off of this hero power. This is great. Slow motion is very interesting. I hadn't considered that card. I always figured that cards like slow motion or just things that make your opponent's stuff cost more isn't always the best use of stuff, because it's a little tough to... Oh boy. Yeah, it's a little tough to make that really worth your while and time it well, but in this case, you know, it did slow me down a little bit, but I don't think it matters too much. Probably much better against like the really aggressive decks, Dragon Warrior, Death Knight, things like that. So alright, this could be awkward, but we're gonna see if we can get rid of this guy. Because, alright, we're gonna start with this. Let's see if they got another. Okay, they have another, and it's max. Okay. Then let's do Mend, and find out if they have another. They do not. Okay. Into a Priestess. I love it.
Bring guidance.
So the more I play this, the more I'm starting to think that the imbue elements are very powerful. At least in a control context. Oh. So it's my understanding that this guy changes your draws for the rest of the game. So you're going to be destroying 2 cards a turn, but getting your choice of 3 and making it cost less. So this could speed up the game quite a bit. Could hurt them, could help them. Kind of tough to say here.
What is a
We
loon's
beseech
will?
thee.
I think we're going to do this. This will cost 5 less, so we can... Yeah, we're going to do that for 4. Yes, please. Alright, so we've got double Ruby Sanctum active next turn. 3 turns, everything cost 1. This could really go either way. This is crazy. The metagame has been going through incredible changes. Okay. I think this is fine. So we can do this. And, oh, no, and then we can't make a copy. That was dumb. Okay, but it's fine. Swing for 9. Cleansing Cleric is great. Yeah, that helps us close this game out a little more. Might as well make a copy of this so we have a little extra aggression. Alright, got the Shadow guy. I'm really hoping this guy that lets them discover every turn is going to end up being more harm than good, just because it's destroying cards in their deck. Execute and Bulwark. Okay. This is a really control-oriented deck. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that could have been bad if they hit Cleansing Cleric or Medivh. Okay. Decimation? Yeah. does make sense.
Life is but a thread begging to be snipped.
And a Shellnado, wow. Well, that didn't quite work out for them. Oh my god, another. Well, we're gonna take the flash heal. Kind of hard not to. Throw 7 at their face. And then we can deal another 7 to their face. Alright, got him. Okay, so yeah, this deck is very powerful. Yeah, I guess the mirror match is just a little miserable. What are you going to do? So 1 and 2 after 3 games. We'll see what I can do in the next 2. Alright, let's go.
Tranda versus Uther. Your judgment.
Alright, Paladin should be fun.
A loon give me strength.
I'm not sure how relevant Holy Nova is. Interesting. Oh, this is great. Double Sunbloom is incredible. That's some serious card advantage.
Blessings to you.
Oh boy. Into AAECAZ. Okay, so imbue Paladin.
There is no escape.
Okay. Imbue Paladin is starting to come back a little bit. And simply because I want to trigger Kindred for next turn, I'm going to use this here. Normally that would not be the play, but being able to draw 4 cards next turn for 4 mana is pretty insane. And I think I'm going to do 1. Trying to assess how important my hero power is going to be. I don't think I'm super concerned about losing it. Because I've seen this happen before where people imbue their hero power and then they're like, oh, the hero power would have been better than the imbued version. So I think we're going to draw the cards. Just in case, but I think the imbuing is going to be pretty helpful. Ooh, alright, well, Triumph is awesome here. But yeah, the connection of Medivh's Triumph to the quest is just incredible. I think that's one of the big pieces of this deck that makes a huge difference. Sure, it imbues them 2 more times, but I think we're going to be okay. Alright, so 4 shadow spells, and we've got the big boom boom guy.
My blood to save the race.
Okay, that is annoying.
Elune, bring guidance.
And let's just draw a card. Sure. I don't think Imbue Paladin plays really any auras or like manifested time ways, anything like that, so it shouldn't be a problem to go wide. Ooh, that's very good. Okay, so I think we're gonna do this. Yeah, we'll do it on this guy. Nice.
We beseech thee.
One and yeah. Okay, no more Torth. Thank goodness. Another Sunbloom is cool. Yeah, it's kind of hard to argue with that. I don't think this deck plays Demolition Renovator, so we should be safe. I don't really think any decks play Demolition Renovator right now, which might actually be changing if Ruby Sanctum is that good, but we'll throw this out there and we'll have one as a backup, I suppose, just on the off chance. Yeah, that hero power is very big now. 7-cost dragons will be a problem. Atlasaurus, hello there. Yeah, hard to argue with that. Yeah, the problem is I don't want to sit here chilling for too long, because once these guys start coming out, the 7-cost dragons, things are going to get crazy. Obviously, Shadow Word Ruin is going to be very helpful, but... yeah, I think we've got to hang here for a minute.
Another realm.
Ooh, speak of the devil, here comes the guys. That's a big one. Okay, Shadow Word Ruin to the rescue. Good lord. Okay.
Do not confine yourself to linear thinking.
Oh, Medivh also. Good call. Okay. So... yeah, Shadow Word Ruin plus Medivh's Triumph is perfect here. I've got a 4/8. Good stuff. We're going to have to do this. And let's see what else we can get. Okay. Closing in on the kill soon, I think. Because between this, we've got 1 flash heal, so that'll be 14 off of the weapon. So obviously got to deal a little more damage there.
Rise and let balance.
Ooh, Renewing Flames. Here we go. I could just do these 3 guys, but I think it's best to wait until they flood their board again to play Medivh. So I think we do this and this. Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, and this is very helpful here. I think that's both times I've used that in these series of games. I've gotten Grommash both times. We're running hot.
The world tree heals all.
That's pretty good. Yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so I can deal 14 to their face. That's good. Yeah, I think we just go for that and then see what else we can do here. And we can throw another 14 at their face, but I don't think I want to be too hasty with this. Because if I do that, then I can't mend a minion next turn if they play something problematic. Obviously, I have Medivh still, but I think it's best to hold that until I absolutely need it. Yeah, I'd like to be able to have some options here, and I think being able to take care of one problematic minion or all problematic minions is a great position.
The dream beckons.
Ooh, boy, okay. We've got that, plus their one-cost Wild God that I assume they're going to drop here. Oh, jeez. That did not work out very well for them. Okay. So we got another Purifying Breath. That works. So we can take this guy out. Let's see what we get off of this first. 2 damage to all enemies is perfect. So now we can go like this, and Purifying Breath again. I'm tempted to play this guy, but I think it's best to probably wait for the other part of this to go off. Yeah, we're going to do this too. It's nice that Medivh would cost 0, but I think the board presence is much more relevant here.
Madness.
Follow the flutterwings.
My petal and sword.
Alright, they're up to 10 cost dragons now. Jeez, how many armaments are they going to play? I thought they already played 2. Oh no, those are Dream Wardens. So, okay, they use both Dream Wardens and both armaments now. Ooh, boy. And there's a flash heal. Cool. So, I think Medivh, and then we win next turn? Because, what, flash heal does 14. Yeah, I think we just got to do this.
Karazhan's doors are open to all who seek it.
So even if they get a bunch of guys here, as long as they don't have anything with charge, should be able to win. And even if they restore their health all the way fully again, we've got double flash heal for 28. So that plus... yeah, I think we're alright. Four cards left in their deck. Wow, one of them is a minion. So I assume the other three are probably the... oh, wow. And it's +4/+5 on top. Interesting. Alright, GG's, bruh. Alright, this deck has some serious power to it. So 2-2 after 4 games. Not too bad. Lost to Priest twice. Mirror match sucks. But then Control Warrior and Imbue Paladin down. Let's get one more game in, see how we can do. Alright, here we go.
Veranda versus Hazelbark. Here for a lesson.
A loon give me strength.
I can only assume this is Imbue Druid, but we will find out. I kind of like Nightmare Lord. I think that's a great way to find the, what's his name again? The Cleansing Clerics. Oh, okay. We might have double Cleansing Cleric pretty fast this game. Alright, so playing the Cub means that they are much more likely to play Wildwood Circle in my experience. So that's something to play around. Interesting. That's pretty darn good. Jeez. Okay, fun times.
What is a loon's will?
Alright, let's hope they just have a really crazy start and they can't follow it up. Fingers crossed? Doesn't sound like Imbue Druid to me. Oh wow, or maybe this is just straight aggro Druid. Don't you play that the other way around? Oops. Interesting.
I wonder.
So Holy Nova takes out these two guys, but then it does give them a 3/3, and, or excuse me, a 4/4 and a 6/8, which is not good.
I wonder.
I think it's probably the best option just to go Holy Nova and Triumph, because then they're going to have a 6/4 then, which is still bad, but it doesn't really feel like I have too many options here. Or no, it's a 6/2, thank goodness. Okay, so that is manageable. I can like Ruby Sanctum and Hero Power it, assuming they, oh boy, assuming they don't do anything else, but they've got Wildwood Circle now, so that should be a problem. Oof.
Tucked in nice and warm.
Into a hatchery helper, good god. Wait, what? Why did it pump? Oh, okay. I was like, I thought this pumped that, but no, this guy got pumped because they used their last mana. That makes sense, however unfortunate. This is a crazy matchup. So I think I just got a Priestess and hope for the best, but then I lose my hero power, which may be valuable in this matchup, but they've got a Wildwood Circle that is unshattered. What do you even do here? I could Cleansing Cleric, and then this could deal 4 damage off of Ruby Sanctum next turn, but then by that time I'm probably dead. I mean, they've got 12 here. They're probably going to play this next turn. Yeah, this is rough. All right, we're going to go for this, and we'll see if it matters at all. All right, so this matchup, not so good. Discarding their Wildwood. What? Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. Jeez. They just won on turn 4. Alright, can't argue with that, but yeah, the deck is pretty powerful. So I definitely like Heal Priest. Maybe it needs a little bit of tweaks, you know, depending on the metagame, because I think this deck is gaining some popularity, but I don't know how the stats are changing too much. We're going to probably see in another week or so, because it usually takes at least a week for a deck to fully innovate and kind of come into fruition as its best form. So we'll definitely see there, but I like it. I think it's powerful. The Druid matchup seems horrendous, but maybe that's just the nature of double Cub and a really aggressive draw. That was very, very, it was lucky and well played on their part, I think, for the most part. But yeah, we'll definitely check out the other videos on the channel. Lots of stuff like this, testing out decks, seeing how good they are in the current metagame. I think I will come back to Heal Priest, so definitely look out for a part 2 of this series, and I've got a lot more videos coming with other decks, because one thing, last thing I'll say here, I've noticed that the metagame is shifting a little bit more. So it's been almost 2 weeks since Cataclysm came out, and in the first week, there's a lot of just throwing stuff at the wall to see what will stick. And now that we're past that phase, we've got some established decks, the innovation is really starting to happen. So Heal Priest, I think, is a form of that innovation. Arena Warrior, another form of that innovation. And we will probably see more things evolve and more new decks come to fruition as we really explore the power levels of, you know, all the different synergies that are available to us. So more stuff definitely coming. Appreciate you guys. If you're already following, big thank you. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time. Peace and love.